certain individual having been at a certain place and at a certain important time, even though he had tried to conceal his presence from anyone else who might have been watching and listening. What place? Neil's tone was as demanding and impatient as before. What time? Back on Tatooine, on a moisture farm in the Dune Sea, some distance away from the Mos Eisley spaceport. A moisture farm owned by one Owen Lars, nobody important, and operated by him and his wife Beru, assisted by a young nephew of theirs, who just happened to be someone very important. Luke Skywalker, said Dengar.
We are now concluding the series of the Bounty Hunter Wars, and we are on book 3, Hard Merchandise. And it still takes place with the same characters that we seen develop throughout the series, and also the timeline. So we jump back and forth from A New Hope all the way to Return of the Jedi. It's revealing a lot of story with Prince Caesar and the Bounty Hunters Guild and Boba Fett, and also linking it up to the death of Owen and Beru Lars, Luke Skywalker's family here. So one character I did not touch bases with is Neela. She was a dancer at Jabba's palace, and she escaped after his death. She was originally Cattell of Huvalt, and Boba Fett was the one that revealed to her who she was. She was mind wiped as well by her sister, whose sister was the security chief of Kuat. And behind that story, basically, her sister and Kuat were the leading suppliers of the ships, the massive ships that the Empire has. And as the story goes along, Fett stumbles across evidence of the impeding Prince Caesar of the murder of Luke Skywalker's uncle. And so I'm going to share a clip right here so you can listen to that.
Zalg reached out and touched the commander's sleeve. She's got an excellent point. Someone wanted the Rebel Alliance to believe that Prince Caesar and the Black Sun organization was involved in some way with a raid by Imperial stormtroopers on a moisture farm on the planet Tatooine. It's logical to assume that the target of that disinformation would have been the Rebel Alliance, and more specifically, Luke Skywalker himself. Skywalker has become both an inspiration and a charismatic leader for our forces. At this point, it might very well be said that his joining the Rebels was a crucial turning point for the Alliance at one of our darkest hours.
And Kudor, Neela's sister, while she was behind a secret security guard, or security chief, basically, of Kuat, she was also secretly forging a accord with the Rebel Alliance as well. And so this leads all the way to Endor, the Battle of Endor, and in the book it reveals that. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of that battle, the ending of that battle, and how that gets, throughout the universe or the galaxy. All right. "You don't know," she said, "what I heard. Just a few minutes ago, I intercepted a comm unit transmission from the Rebel Alliance headquarters out of Celeste to the Scavenger Squadron's commander here. The battle is over." Her voice dropped almost to a whisper. "And the rebels won. It's the Empire that was crushed to a billion pieces." She wrapped her arms around him and laid her head on his chest. "Everything will be different now." And so this was Monaru to Dengar, reporting the events happening with the ending of the Empire on Endor. So the success of the Death Star being blown up and the Empire being shattered into a million pieces. Of course, Vader, now Anakin redeemed, and the Emperor gone. And so this book is a great series to listen to or read. I say listen because you can get it on Audible as well, and I have both Audible and the books. So if you really like the Mandalorian series and you want to get in more into the bounty hunter, guild and society, and also into the Mandalorian and Fets, this is a great read. And the whole series in itself is a great read because it goes back and forth from timeline from A New Hope all the way to Return of the Jedi. And if you're familiar with Shadows of the Empire, then you will get more Prince Xizor's, what he was doing with Black Sun and the Bounty Hunter Guild. And also a great addition or a follow-up to this is Trusat Bakura, which would be the next one to read in if you follow in chronological order. And so I recommend picking up the Bounty Hunter Wars series, and I believe you will enjoy them, especially if you love the bounty hunters and you love Boba Fett and want to learn more about everything that happened behind, like, I wouldn't say behind the scenes, but outside of the three main heroes and what was conspiring behind that. So pick up the book, the trilogy, the books, and enjoy. I will see you on live coffee chat this Thursday, 9 a.m. and we'll talk about this book some more and the whole series. May the Force be with you.